What's going on, James here, and in this video, I'm going to talk all about setting up a towing campaign for your agency. Now, I love this campaign because it's very simple. We actually used to call it a starter campaign in our coaching program where we recommended people that, hey, if you're going to go into the lead gen side of this business, then we highly suggest that you start with this campaign. It's just easy to get phone calls, easy to get leads, actually phone calls mostly. And so I'm going to run through the setup of the snapshot. I'm going to run through the checklist that you guys will get access to. And in addition, I will show you some keywords that you could bid on and overall give you the macro view of pay-per-click advertising. But what I want to do in this video also is kind of share with you how to get more of this kind of stuff. So let's just jump on my computer now. So one thing that I want to discuss really quick, because I get this question too many times, so I need to answer this. This is where my links down in the description send you. It sends you to something called Marketing Agency Essentials. This is my school community with a ton of training in it. Okay, in order to get into this group, there's a monthly fee of $89 per month. Now, if you watch this video, you'll understand more, and if you read down below, you'll understand more. You can get access to this group also by just getting GoHighLevel under our affiliate link. And now you at the $297 level, and now you have access to, let me just show you it, and then I'm going to talk about the free group. You're going to have access to a very 6-week in-depth training that goes in-depth on a challenge that I did in January. So it's essentially the essentials of marketing, of building a marketing agency. In addition, we have our GoHighLevel training in here. We have done for you niches that, as you can see, we have tier 1, tier 2. We have 32 of them, and those are dripped out every week or every other week. We have then the level bonuses for people who are under our 297 level or all members of MAE. Then naturally, I'm just giving away also our YouTube stuff, and then there's more stuff here, and then some live events. Now we have, this is where I wanted to get to, pay-per-click training coming soon in this group, and then Facebook ads training coming soon in this group, okay? And so this is where my links bring you. However, you also can see here, join my free community. And so if you click that, so you get to future agencies, and in future agencies, this is my free group. There's 7,000 members. You go to the classroom. You have anything I mentioned that will be for free is in this tab. Here's my GoHighLevel training. People get access to that if they're on the 97 level, or they even start a trial. They'll get access to the high-level training. And this is kind of self-explanatory. This is 297 level, 497 level bonuses. And this is being built out as well, but a ton of stuff is already in here. But if you want like really, really in-depth training for the stuff that I talk about outside of our coaching program, the next best place is going to be for here. So you could just click the link in my description to find that out. Okay, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Okay, so let's assume this is your GoHighLevel account. And again, this is my agency branded GoHighLevel account. So the first thing that you want to do is create a sub account for your new client or your trial client. And so really quickly, I'm just going to go create sub account, and you can actually just choose one of the snapshots from here if you already have it. So here I'm going to choose this one, towing campaign, select and continue. I'm going to go ahead and put in an address, towing trial. Then put my name, James, because I have tons and tons. It's going to put in any number, and then I'll choose America. It doesn't really matter, but I'll choose Eastern because that's where I am. And I'm going to hit save. Okay, once the account is set up, we're just going to go into the account. And if we take a look at here, our checklist, essentially creating the sub account, we created it from the snapshot. And so I'm not going to do this now, but you're going to add a tracking number, okay? And again, you can go and watch my A2P setup for that, or we could just create a forwarding number. But either way, you still need to get a tracking number in GoHighLevel. Lead Connector app, we're going to check over here. We're going to check the country. So we're going to go to settings. business information. We want to make sure that all of this is properly filled out. Okay, everything here is properly filled out. If you have a representative, you could put it here. We want to, what kind of business is it? Just make sure you go through all of this. One big thing that we want to make sure we want to make sure missed call text back is disabled for right now. SMS compliant. We want to have all those compliances there as well. Okay, and so once this is all set up, we simply did that, edit all the business information. We disabled the missed call text pack, and now we're going to go ahead and buy a domain. Again, for purposes of this video, like there's really no need for me to go and show you how to buy a domain. I have videos on this channel to show you how to do it, or in my free resources section, I literally have a place where you can go and watch on how to do that. So you can go to the classroom, GoHighLevel training, and under domain, setting up a domain, it's all right here. So I have all the trainings for that. I just want to get through this video so you don't understand the setup of it, okay? And then we'll get into the pay-per-click aspect of it. So that's where we're at now. We're here, so we'll say, assume we bought the domain that's a similar domain to the client. We're going to add it to GoHighLevel and then add it to the domain that we want to use. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start looking at the funnel. So let's go back here. We're going to go to sites. And we have two versions of the funnel. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Okay, this one looks like this. Okay, this one looks just like this. It's set up perfectly for pay-per-click advertising. And so there's not much that we need to do. And so ultimately all we really want to do is we want to make sure that this funnel is branded to the company we're sending the leads to. Okay, so all we're going to do is edit these things. Okay, obviously we're going to put a logo here, get either the tracking number or their phone number, and just edit it to them. Okay. And then you scroll down, you could just edit all this based on what the trial client you're working with, it has to make sense to their business, okay? We want to change certain things down here. And so once we edit everything that you need to edit on this based on who your client is, we simply just go back to this checklist. And again, this checklist is in the free resources section. And we want to now look at the form and making sure that the form is connected to the funnel. So if I click the form, I want to make sure that towing form is chosen, and it's going to go to the next step. Okay, now, since I'm already in the funnel, I'll actually show you a really quick, let me go back here. A lot of people don't know this, but instead of going out and in and out and in between the funnel pages, you could just click this and go to the thank you page and not have to leave the builder, okay? That was something that I forgot that they released, and it would have helped me many of times. All right, and so the thank you page is something very similar. Help is on the way. We will contact you as quickly as possible. That's if they fill the form out. All right, now towing is a little bit different. So let's go back to towing. Okay, so let's go back to the checklist. We edited and connected the form. We don't really need to edit the form. So edited, connected the form. Let's assume we edited the funnel. We added the phone number that we got through GoHighLevel, and then making sure that all the information is matching, and we edit the pop-ups. Okay, so if we go back to a homepage and we edit, again, this isn't really a funnel training, but we go to pop-up settings here, and we could edit it however we want. We just want to make sure that, like right here, see the wrong form. Want to make sure the towing form is selected, hit save, okay? And then when we come out of there, we go here, all right, we edit it. Now let's go look at automations, because for towing, there's not much, if anything at all. Why, James? Because when somebody wants a tow, are they really going to fill out a form, or are they just going to call the phone number? The form is there just because it's there, just in case. But most of the time, we don't need to follow up with somebody that needs a tow like right now. Okay, you understand how that would make sense? If there is anything that we would create, we would only create internal notifications that says, let's call this internal, that has a trigger that says form submitted, add filter, form is towing, save trigger, and then we're just going to create, let's say, send an internal notification. It will say email. And again, you're just going to fill this out. I always select custom email and put the client's email here. And then this could just say, you got a new lead, and then fill this out however you want to tell the client that they got a new lead. Okay. So that would be one. And we also could create one that says where the trigger is not this, it's going to be call status. And the filter would be call status, no answer, save the trigger, and then send them an email that says, hey, so-and-so just called. Or it wouldn't be so-and-so. It would just say, you could say, hey, you just got a phone call from contact. Please call them back as soon as possible. So you can have those two internal notifications to your client so they know, okay? And again, I beat a dead horse constantly with telling you this is like, do you think a towing company is going to sit there in GoHighLevel? Like selling them the software would make no sense. This would be for you, for just basically tracking to say, hey, you got 32 calls this month. You got 45 calls this month from my campaign. Okay. All right. And then you would turn those automations on. Now we're not doing any rep management for them. So it would be service pay-per-click. And again, we did the internal notifications. Okay. If you would have email services, then you could use your agency email services, or you could set up the custom email and send it from within that sub account. I would just send it from your agency. So whatever you set up for your agency, this would be the email. Test all the automations, add yourself as a contact, and test them. Okay. Just make sure it all works. So let's just really quickly jump into the pay-per-click setup of all this. And the pay-per-click setup of all this is we're doing Google AdWords. Here's your key stats, around $4 a click. Primary conversion is going to be a phone call, around $19 per call, and about a 70 to 80% conversion rate. Why? Because when somebody needs a tow, they need a tow. Okay. Now, if your tow truck company is extremely expensive, well, that's not going to be possible. All right. Pay-per-click campaign, general towing, settings, search network only, all features, Google search only. You're going to do a client's target area, 15 to 20 miles, manual CPC or Performance Max. Performance Max we're using a lot more of on the bid strategy. Figure $30 to $60 a day. Leave the ad scheduling for 24 hours or set for the business client's hours, depending on what that client is, and rotate indefinitely. Here's what your copy looks like. Very, very simple. You can screenshot it. Very simple. And then here's your keywords and your starting cost per click bid, $4 to $6. That is it. Very, very simple. Then you let it run for a few days. You see what your results are and you adjust from there. And essentially, it's very simple. When you have 90% of this done for you, essentially you just click go and going. I mean, I set this campaign up in 10 minutes maybe. Then another 15 minutes to set it up in for the pay-per-click ads and setting that up. But I've given you half the stuff that you need anyway. And this is a very, very easy campaign to get going, to get some results, and probably to prove to yourself that you can do this. You can do this business. If you have any questions, leave it down below. Remember, where you can get access to all the stuff I've mentioned in this video is down in the link description, where you'll be brought to the Marketing Agency Essentials landing page. And if that's not something you're interested in, then all you have to do is click to join my free resources section with the link down in that description. Okay. It's all self-explanatory. Once you click that link, you'll understand. Like, subscribe, comment. The next video, I will be doing an overview of pay-per-click. I will be doing an overview of Facebook ads. And then if you want deeper trainings, you know where to find them. And then I will also be doing some campaigns that people have mentioned. Hair salons, I think. Can't remember which ones are on the chopping block, but I have a list of them. So I will see you on the next video. Again, like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you share this video so the algorithm gets pushed. And I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate your time. Bye-bye.